can party all night. It's the best of the best, best friend weekend. We can party all night. It's the best of the best, best friend weekend. We can party all night. Shout out the whole podcast crew. Everybody.
I say, whoa, welcome to the Best Friend Weekend podcast. It's your man, Aldo NICE.
It's your boy Los, a.k.a. C.A.P.
Hey, man, we have a special guest for y'all again today, man. Look, we told you we had some other things in the works. This interview has been going on. We've been putting this together for a while. We finally have an opportunity to sit down with the man. We got our homeboy, KeAndré Jordan, over here from MySouthernBrand. I'm going to let you introduce yourself, KeAndré, even though I just introduced you. But go ahead, run it.
All right, so I'm happy to be here. My name is KeAndré, and I'm from Alabama, even though folks think I'm from Louisiana. Since living in Houston, that's not the case. But I'm from a small town called Utah, Alabama, which is not far away from Tuscaloosa, and went to Alabama A&M University, which is on my sweatshirt. My sweatshirt I had since I was a freshman. Graduated in May 2014 with an engineering degree, moved down to Houston to jumpstart my engineering career. My engineering career. Oil and gas got me, and so now I'm here. Going into the entrepreneurial. Got tongue twisted there. Going into the businessman, I would say, path. I'm country now, so I get a little tongue tied. So going down that business avenue.
So we might have to put closed caption on the bottom for you because that thick Alabama, you know what I mean?
That boy Alabama is hell.
Where you from the swamp, Aldo?
Oh, whoa, man! Yeah. You just said everybody think you from there because you sound like Jameis Winston. I'm just saying it's a little different, man.
No, I don't want to be from Louisiana. I don't want to be no Gator.
Close enough, man. When we say we had KeAndré Jordan, people got excited. We said we had Jordan on the documentary.
Yeah.
So they thought this was gonna be the last dance.
Who? Which Jordan?
Michael Jordan. They thought you were one of Michael Jordan kids.
Yeah. Well, I'm not mixed, so.
We didn't know if some people say Michael Jordan kids.
I'm black.
Or some people thought it was Kimbo Slice on here, but when we was trying to set up this.
Okay, I need to Google him to figure out who that is.
When we was setting up the interview, KeAndré said, "Man, y'all boys still scared of that Rona." So, Los, can you please explain to this man that we not scared of that Rona?
No, we're not scared of that Rona. We just don't want it. That's all it is.
So you think I got it?
We just don't.
No Rona.
No, we don't know. We don't know who got it.
Look, what it is?
Oliver.
Oh, what you talking about? I'm covered. Cover myself every day.
He washed in the lamb. Okay, I get that's the thing, man. So we actually got introduced to MySouthernBrand last June. Our homeboy, as always, this podcast is brought to you by Ito's Cajun Cuisine and Ito's Food Truck. Y'all had an event, Crawfish and Friends, at what was it? At Around the Corner.
Around the corner.
So that's when we got introduced to. Yeah, that's when we got introduced to what you got going on. Yeah. Really liked it. You know what I'm saying? Crawfish and Friends.
Yeah.
Sound like it should be with the. You know what I'm saying?
With the best friends.
I'm just saying.
On the weekend. You know what I'm saying?
On the weekend.
So hot.
So yeah, that was a real dope event. Was that your first event in Houston?
Hold on, you went to the one in June, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You was there too, Los?
Yeah, I was there.
Oh, okay, I didn't see you. Maybe you was in the crawfish bar getting bored. Yeah, but that was my first event.
Okay.
That was my first
event. That was
dope. And people were really excited about that because I was able to, I guess, bring what I used to do back. Because before I moved into a house at my apartment, I always used to throw kickbacks, and my apartment used to be just packed with people. And then folks like, KeAndré, we gonna have a kickback, we gonna have a housewarming and stuff like that. Well, here's your opportunity. It's gonna be on the outside with some crawfish. Yeah, so that was my first event, and I would say that it was a success because I really didn't think about doing any events, low key, as a food influencer. But I would say with everybody, propelling me to do an actual like a kickback or something. And then Jason, wanted to work with me as far as crawfish event. It's like those two perspectives mixed together. Like, come on, why not?
Yeah.
That sounds good. Hey, so I guess for me, I want to know, like, when did you start My Southern Brand? Like, how long ago did you start? And how'd you come up with that concept? That's what you're gonna do.
So I started My Southern Brand in 2018, in August 2018, and it was after like one of my friends in a group meeting. I'm like in 10,000 group meetings. No Wave, shout out to No Wave Houston. Jaron was like, KeAndré, you need to start a blog because you love crawfish. So everybody know I'm a crawfish connoisseur. I don't eat that mess on the outside, but I love like Cajun style crawfish. And so he was like, just start a blog. And so I did that. And then it was like, after being laid off, it was time for me to do something a little different. So I said, well, yeah, it's time. I ain't got nothing but space and opportunity. So let me just go ahead and change my personal IG into a food page. I already had like 2,000 followers, so might as well just not start some, different, start some new, just keep it going, So I just started doing it, and it's taking off a little bit. So
yeah. I mean, that's something I definitely noticed, that you got a nice following, that you got a lot of people who follow you. And I was thinking about that, like when we started Best Friend Weekend, especially with the social media, we started our social media from zero followers, Best Friend Weekend. Let's start this as a fresh thing. Yeah. That would have actually probably been a good idea from beginning to say, hey, look, let's leverage the followers we already have and say, hey, look, this is what I'm doing now. So let's go with that. So I really like what you're doing there. Can you expound a little bit upon like exactly what your business is about? Because I mean, you called yourself a food influencer. I mean, a lot of people refer to that, food blogger is what I hear all the time. But I mean, what do you think sets you apart? I mean, because a couple of months ago, we had our homegirls on here, Vicky from
Black Girls Who Brunch,
Food Chronicles, and
shout
Erica
out Vic
from Black Girls Who Brunch.
Shout out E.
We did a thing, you know what I'm saying? That's our people. So they, we were talking about the food blogging world, so we're a little familiar. Yeah, we're actually food blogger podcasters
type
individuals. So I mean, what sets you apart from a whole bunch of people?
Food blog daddies.
Yeah, food blog daddies. There you go.
That's the perfect name, food blog daddies. Yeah. That's it right there.
Yeah, we need to start our page, food blog daddies,
from your personal page.
So what sets you apart from other people who are doing it? It's a lot of people who food blogging out here.
Ooh, see, it's like what? Ooh. It's a shitload of food bloggers in Houston. So what sets me apart is that I strategically only do Black-owned restaurants. Like I only blog about and visit Black-owned food establishments, restaurants, bars, caterers, all of that. As long as it's under the Black umbrella, that's what I do. And so what people fail to realize, not food bloggers in particularly, but a lot of people don't realize that a lot of what we see in the mainstream food industry comes from our people. So our people are not getting the credit for being impopular, pretty much like big influencing like a place like Papado or a place like Lotus. We don't get that credit. So it's like all these Black-owned restaurants in Houston, with Houston being one of the blackest cities in America, somebody got to go out here and blog about these places so that everybody can know what Houston really has. Because I feel like we as Black people, we keep the authentic taste within the community. We keep the world going around, but ain't nobody, showing love to them.
Yeah.
So like that's what set me apart. I found my niche within an industry that is already oversaturated.
I mean, so now a word from the Black Coffee Company. No, I'm messing with you. Go ahead.
He being retarded.
Now, he might be down the street somewhere.
I guess from, what's the I was thinking I was going through your page and I was looking at all the food because I mean I've gone to one of the places you posted Steaks and Cakes, I believe the name of it is.
Oh yeah, down there, yeah.
In Webster?
Down in Webster, yep.
Yeah, that was fire. A couple of spots too. I found a Galleria food truck with the hot dog. What's the name of the hot dog spot?
Midwest Coney, yeah.
I went over there, but you know what I'm saying? I guess I was like, I mean, do you profit from these things when you're promoting companies and how is it promoting and working with Black people? Because we know how Black people act sometimes.
See, I'm gonna take my head off of this. Y'all can see my quarantine.
No. We got a rule. We keeping our quarantine haircuts
under wraps.
I'm in my kitchen, so I might need to go in the refrigerator and get some water. This is about to make me hot, like for real. But
you said you was giving us the real, so
yeah.
Tell us, we know Black people. People who listen to our podcast, we got a very eclectic, we got a diverse group of listeners, but our core listeners is us. Like we're our target audience. College education, young Black people. So they know what to expect.
They know exactly what's going on.
So here's the thing. So I'm starting to profit off of it now.
Okay.
Because now people are seeing I would say the influence, right? And so I'm working. Okay. So even though the Black community is very authentic, the Black community is very traditional, and so which means that they don't know how to use this. They don't know how to use no phone.
Yeah.
So because they don't know how to use no phone, they don't know how to use. What's funny, Aldo? You know how it is. You don't know how to use your phone.
Go ahead. Black people don't know how to use phones. Black people don't know how to use their checkbook either. Go ahead.
So the thing is, so they use their word of mouth stuff. But you got to be able to meet folks not halfway, but meet them where they at, which is on their phone. On Instagram, that's how we find barbers, we find realtors, churches, everything is on Instagram, right? And so because they don't know how to use Instagram and everything is by word of mouth with them, they don't understand the influence that a food blogger has. And they don't understand that food blogging is another form of advertisement. It's no different than being on a billboard. It's no different than being on the radio. Ain't no different than being on TV. It's just a different outlet that you can be able to use in order to present somebody else, to promote somebody's business. And so I had to kind of now go into the consulting realms of this space, because it's like, now I'm showing you how to use your doggone phone. Now I got to sit here. You didn't sit here and let your nephew that created a page for you, and you don't have your email, you don't have your password. So now got to sit here for 2 hours and help you get in your phone. And then you don't know how to take pictures.
You charge by the hour?
You like this instead of, trying to get that light. So when they saw that, okay, this guy is really about his business, then people started to come and, come to me, paying me and things like that to promote. And also, like, I lost my train of thought because Aldo sitting here laughing, but
we're just asking you about working with Black folks.
You know what I'm saying? But then also because of I'm not this, white. We don't take each other seriously. And growing up, people will always say that we had to work twice as hard, to appeal to the white man or to surpass him. But guess what? We got to work 4 times as harder to appeal to our own people, because they're not going to believe us, right? Because we're so used to doing nigger stuff that everybody, we treat everybody the same, like they're going to take from us, instead of, treating everybody at face value. So I have a lot of that. And so say for instance, if I go to a spot and I just, buy like crawfish etouffee or something like that, with catfish on top, catfish or chafalaya, right?
Mm-hmm.
I take a picture of it and post it, and then that restaurant gonna say, oh, these many people came. I want to do business with you now. So it's almost like it's gotta be like a little case study going on.
You gotta prove yourself.
Like
you gotta prove yourself first.
Yeah, I gotta prove myself instead of me, already just getting you. But see, I understand though.
Mm-hmm.
I understand because a lot of people do buy followers. I grew over 40,000 in 1 year. I don't know, it was like 150, between 150 and 300 followers a day. So I understand that people buy their followers and then also buy likes to make it seem that they are big stuff, but really they're not. So I understand, you being jaded, but I'm showing you analytics. You know what I'm saying? I'm showing you that I'm here for you and only you. So the only people who is going to get you up out of this rut is going to be us.
Yeah.
Because we all we got. So yeah, it's hard, but now people, I 3 people contacted me yesterday wanting to do promotions.
So let me get this right. You don't work with white people at all. No white business at all.
No.
Okay, I'll just ask.
I mean, when we had our homeboys, and I was joking earlier, but we do have some of our homeboys who own a company called the Black Coffee Company. I'm gonna plug you in with them because I think that'll be a cool little mix. Yeah, they've been doing their thing. Started at our college, Xavier University. See, all of us went to HBCUs. Los went to TSU as well. So
from Tennessee State,
Texas Southern.
Oh, CUNY Holmes Community College.
Hey, Alabama and them ain't U of H or Houston. Nah, I've been out there before. Y'all just got some money, but go ahead.
Be quiet. We sit on the hill. We sit on the hill, look down on y'all.
Yeah, in mobile homes. Go ahead.
Oh no, we don't.
Both of y'all schools is cool, man. Y'all had to have a GPA. I'm sure y'all had to have a GPA of some sort. I'm sure y'all had to get like a 15 on the ACT. What was it?
15.
But where did Mufasa tell Simba? He said not to go there. You see that area over there where the hyenas at? Don't go over there. That's what y'all do. TSU is. He trying to rock over here.
Look, he wilding, man. That's personal. That sounds like swag in the business. But you know what's cool?
Xavier ain't got no football team, so we gonna leave.
But we got a bunch of bad black women. So listen, the thing is, the thing is, man, I think that's what's really cool is that you're using those skills that you learn. Like I'm a trained engineer as well. That's what I went to school for as well. And I tell people all the time, what's engineering about? It's about problem solving, right? And I think that is pretty cool that you're saying, I'm coming at you with the analytics. I'm going to sit down and say, look, this is what I can do for your business. This is how, and I mean, I don't know if that's a black specific thing or that's any business you get in bed with. They're going to want to know what you could do for them before they give you their money, their hard-earned money. Now, for us, I know it might be a little bit more of a task. You got to think on that.
That was too much for him.
That was a little Xavier. It was a little Xavier. I'm sorry. Let me bring it back down to Alabama A&M level. So
but y'all in a bowl though. You in a bowl. You can't come from nobody that's on the hill. We made y'all. So anyway, we gonna leave that right where it's at.
We'll leave it where it's at.
We're gonna leave that in the Mississippi River. All right. So you gotta. So I get it. I get it. That just like with anybody. Okay, yeah. I wanna make sure that this works before I invest in it.
Yeah.
But still, it's almost like if somebody came with a suit on, it was very business professional. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. There's nothing I can encapsulate that thought.
A lot of wolves. Yeah, because see, a lot of wolves come in sheep's clothing, right?
Absolutely.
So if I come to you in a do-rag, my basketball shorts on, and a hoodie, and I show you my page right here, I show you that, and then I go down here and I show you like different analytics and stuff like that. Believe me, but at the end of the day, like I say, I understand that first point that you said, we want to try things out before we see the value in it. I get it. But I do think that it's a mixture of us not valuing each other, which is something that our community continues this toxic pathology of generation from generation to generation. So that's it's a mixture of all of that.
I think it's more that black people have been taken advantage of by other black people so many times. A lot of times we do, we are very skeptical, when we did doing business with somebody black, especially they just walk out the blue. I think that's not saying you're wrong, but I think that's a part of the problem as well.
It is, but I would say, like with me, I know how to talk to people, and I can get through to people because I'm able to use my Southern charm, which just comes off naturally. I'm not the type of person that's gonna come with you on some nigga stuff and turn you away. I'm gonna make sure that I am, myself. I'm authentic. And then on top of that, I want you to feel comfortable around me because, of course, Alabama is big on Southern hospitality, like Louisiana, parts of Houston. So, we're raised on how to, be respectful to people. So but I know sometimes I can come off passionate. And what people don't realize is that it may be a little harsh sometimes because what we've been through and what we're going through as black people is very harsh. So it's like I can't put no Band-Aid on this. Like I go, like you would think blogging about our restaurant would be such an easy job. It is not. It is not. I have to, wherever other areas that we're hurting in the food area too. And so I got to go in and try to, unravel some stuff. And I just want to take pictures of some food and get paid for it. Yeah. But it's gentrification, competition down here. It's just a lot. Yeah.
So, I mean, I knew this interview was going to pivot a little bit towards, activism and because you become an impromptu, like a spokesman for the community. Sometimes you have to do it. I mean, something that I thought about is like, I was throwing around the term when I look at your page, and no disrespect, but the term that I think sometimes is black killer companies. And now I got to take a step back and say, well, it's my Southern brand, so we want to have Southern food. But sometimes I look at it like, damn, all this fried food, all this, you know what I mean? Like we not like, you're not advertising healthy lifestyles all the time. But however, the brand is about what we do. You know what I mean? So
see, let's talk about that. And I feel guilty sometimes by doing that. It's almost like, I won't say it's necessarily a catch-22 because it's not two wrong things, but it's like, okay, I want to make sure that our businesses are being placed on the forefront, but then I do know that our food is not always deemed healthy. But a lot of places, they are starting to implement a lot more healthy type of, I would say, cooking styles. Where they're changing their greens, or they may, use a different type of, I would say, just cooking method where they may not fry as much food. So I definitely see, where you're coming from with that. And I do think about that at times. What I do know about, I would say a little bit about the food industry is that most of everything that we eat is like processed food. If we ain't growing nothing, if we ain't growing it in our yard, in our backyard, and we ain't got no chickens and cows running around like they got in acres homes, then it's like we pretty much
he ain't gonna let it go.
That's so crazy, man.
So it's almost like we really don't know what we're putting into our bodies unless, I would say, we're growing in ourselves.
That's true.
But with that, even with that, I want to give you a big shout out because those old aerial views that you're doing with the pics.
I was about to ask him, how you, like, I looked at your page, I'm like, man, them pictures fire. How you make food look like that? That's what made me go to Steaks and Cakes, Maryland. I was like, oh, that looks so good, man. How you,
when you see them kind of pictures, you have to, when you're trying to see them kind of pictures and you want to make sure that you all right.
That's how you do.
That's what you do.
I'm just playing.
That boy,
he laying on the floor in the restaurant. Like, hold up, let me get
Los got it.
Boy, crazy.
But I would say a lot of it comes from, I would say, Erica, Black Girls Who Brunch, really helped me out. Like, she gave me a lot of tips on because she like the GOAT of food blogging.
Erica is the plug in social media and food blogging. She do her thing. Yeah.
She and I just love how authentic she is. And so I just listen to her, you know, for a lot of it. But then a lot of it comes from this practice. Then I got this new phone right here. You know, I got the 11 now. The 11. I got the 11 because I don't want y'all to put no closed captioning on me.
I'm gonna tuck mine in now.
No, but see, I had a 10.
Away.
I had a 10, but it froze on me, so I had to get a new phone. So the 11 makes taking pictures as a food influencer a whole lot better.
So what's going on with doing, you know, with the food blogging and influence during Corona? Like, how are you still able to still work and promote people during Corona? Because I mean, I would feel like, you know, especially the small mom and pop stores, this would be a time where they really need that, you know, promoting. They doing curbside, touches, pickup, all that type of thing. How's that going for you right now?
I would say that it's starting to it comes in waves. So I am working with a couple of restaurants right now. 5 Central, I'm working with them because they reached out because, you know, I actually have a friend who's like the liaison between people and the actual owner. So she probably she's not really an event planner, but she's on the payroll. So she reached out to me and said that, hey, you know, we can use your help. And so I helped them. And then this place called Bourbon Sizzler, which is a Caribbean restaurant over in NRG, not too far from where I live, and working with New Orleans Daiquiri Award off of 1960, working with them, and got something with another daiquiri shop. So people are actually reaching out because they understand that they need it, and they see the influence that I have, you know, when it comes to a lot of the Black culture here in Houston. So people are starting to reach out a little bit more.
So we started off the podcast talking a little bit about kind of you was jokingly saying a lot of people think you're from Louisiana and different, you know, we all Southern men just from different little pockets to the South. So when I first moved to Houston, the thing that I used to always think about or see was things like I'd go somewhere and they'd have like, oh, this is a swamp thing or this is that type of drink. And they never really used the word daiquiri. And now all of a sudden, daiquiri shops are popping up all over everywhere.
They never had daiquiri shops.
Yeah. And I think about it like this. This is my thought. I think that they're kind of sampling or using it wrong. I used to think this all the time about like papados and stuff. I thought papados was a good rendition of Louisiana food. But I used to think that when like you just throw some stuff together and put a Louisiana name in front of it. There's some crawfish Shreveport. There's some whatever. And this is a 2-part question. What do you think about that? And what do you also think about, I feel like it's a bigger problem when we even go outside of our race, that other people will come and take our food and say, this is the Black food when it's not even really Black people making it. What's your thoughts on that kind of
thing? This becomes one of the best interviews I had because I love how y'all not tiptoeing. I'm tired of tiptoeing. Los, where you from again? You from
Shreveport. Yeah.
Okay, let me tell you. So now I got to put on my historian hat. I got to put on that. I got my historian hat on.
Here you go.
Let's go.
So, what people don't realize, I mean, first of all, Louisiana transplants are the hardest people to please. And I get it. I understand. I'll come back to it. So what folks don't realize is that in the 1800s, people like to associate Houston's Louisiana influence with Katrina, and that's not the case whatsoever. In the 1800s, when they built them railroads from Houston to Louisiana, them slaves was migrating to Houston for better opportunities. Y'all ever heard of Barrett on the east side, like close to Crosby? Barrett Station? That's like a little town, like in Harris County, that was named after a Louisiana slave in the 1800s. And so then when the Atchafalaya swamp basin or the Atchafalaya basin had gone through that great flood in like the 1920s, a lot of people from Southwest Louisiana was moving to Houston, moved to Fifth Ward and created Frenchtown. And so then you had that church. I think it's our Mother of Mercy.
Our Mother of Mercy.
I used to go to that church. Creole, like light skin as hell. And so then,
that's my backup church. But go ahead.
Built on then Zydeco was found in Houston. You know, those Delilah people from Opelousas moved to Fifth Ward, and then the blues of Houston mixed it together. The R&B and blues of Houston mixed it together and created Zydeco. So a lot of folks don't know that, because the thing is they are so mainstream that they don't want to actually venture out and understand. And so people
took a poll of Houston people. I would bet that Houston people, if they could secede from Texas and they could be a part of Louisiana, they feel like y'all would want Houston too, because there's so many of y'all here. But it's always y'all Houston has always had a relationship with Louisiana. But I think what happens is when you have so people in Fifth Ward, Third Ward, Sunnyside, like the historical black areas of Houston, don't cook that good food that y'all are used to, okay? But when you go to a place like BB's, when you go to a place like Lotus, who are who are perpetrators and imitators, you're going to be disappointed. LA crawfish, the be Cajun style stuff, they put all the seeds on the outside. Them children in Sunnyside don't eat it like that. They eat it the Cajun style. So, but people from Louisiana, folks in Houston can't cook, but you are going to the more commercialized places and it's food. And so I come as a food influencer to influence you to go to Wing Quarter, to now go to New Orleans Zachary Ward, to go to these different places, because that's the food right now. Y'all just gonna go to BB's and they complain that the crawfish ain't good. Houston ain't got good crawfish. And when it comes to daiquiris, I would say Clee of New Orleans Daiquiri Ward, who I'm working with, he from New Orleans, moved here in 2003 or 2004, sometime like that. Had nothing to do with Katrina. But he pretty much kind of started it. Honestly, and I think that Texas now has more a little lax liquor laws, even though it's not as lax as Louisiana. So now you got daiquiri shops on every corner in Houston. It's y'all make up probably 7% of the black population here in Houston, Louisiana bred, born, or Louisiana roots. So it's inevitable that y'all culture is gonna be here. It's inevitable. So, but I just feel, but I do understand, going back to what I said initially, I do understand why y'all say folks in Houston can't cook, because you're going to places like Lotus, or you're going to those places expecting good food, and you're not getting that. What did Lotus do to you? How did they hurt you? How did they hurt you? They hurt you.
Shop. They hurt.
What did they hurt you, man?
I think Lotus good. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm so black, y'all. I'm so black to the point where I don't like imitators. I don't like perpetrators. Y'all, every week, somebody be like, "Oh, is Lotus black owned?" They're not.
Oh no, I knew that. Y'all,
us as a people, we're so strong when it comes to our culture that everybody wants a piece of it.
Yeah,
absolutely. And so we give it away. Sometimes, a lot of times, we give it away to folks. So I just don't like that, because now there's a wave that's going on, and I hope that it stays where we as black people are finally starting to support our own. And so now folks are starting to jump on that wave like other people and trying to come off as black owned, in which they're not. So I want to make that clear. We ain't. If you're gonna come to my page, you're not going to see any imitators or anybody that's trying to be black, because I can't stand stuff like that.
You gotta put. You should put black only in your bio, just
Absolutely.
So they know.
They know now.
He do the research. He obviously do the research.
Yeah, obviously so. I think too. I feel like I think that a lot of problem with black people, especially early on, was I think we tried to make all our money in one hit, right? So if I'm frying fish or I have fish plates or shrimp, I'm overcharging trying to make all my money off that one fish plate instead of trying to get a customer. I think a lot of other people look to gain customers and they make their money slow. I think a lot of time, not all the time, but a lot of time, black people want to make all their money right now. You know what I mean? They don't have the patience and to build a customer base. You know what I'm saying? You can't like that's like I don't mind. I love to support black folk, but you're not gonna just overcharge me just to say I supported a black person. Or you come in, I walk in, you have no customer service. You talk to me like, oh, what's up, my nigga? All that. Yeah. No, talk to me like you talk to somebody who can't. You know what I'm saying? Like respect my mind, bro.
How they talk to Anna, how they talk to Steve,
yeah,
how they talk to Max, how they talk to
Karen
with the raisins, how they talk to her. So and this is why, you know, okay, so when I moved to Houston, I've noticed that they have a lot of immigrants in our kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm not gonna let you do that, man. I'm not gonna let you do that. You can teach people how to cook, man. Like cooking is a style, man. Stop that.
No. It shows our lack of trust for each other.
Okay, say that then.
And it shows that how inclusive how our inclusiveness comes to bite us in the tail.
I don't even think. I think it's also sometimes black folk don't want to be in the kitchen cooking. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's not a. So here's the thing. Here's the thing. What society says about black people as, okay, we're lazy, we don't want to work, we do all of this. Them black owners treat us the same way. Mm-hmm. And like what you just said, Los, how, you know, they don't have good customer service. Just imagine how you're not getting good customer service. Just imagine how they're talking to their employees, how they're talking to Dee and DeAndre now. They're not gonna be up for that. So a lot of times the stuff comes from the top.
Yeah. You know? So it's a culture thing inside their business.
Exactly. I'm not from the. It's not ghetto, but it's equal housing in Alabama. So it's kind of like projects. Even though we own our house, I come from that, and coming from that environment, I could have easily been a statistic, right? But I'm not. So just how like I came out, went to school on an academic scholarship, got an engineering degree. There's a lot of people that come from the same background and words with some oomph in them. All you gotta do is teach them. And it don't make no sense that these black-owned restaurants and black-owned businesses do not have us working in there when we have the largest unemployment rate in the country. Don't bring that to me. Don't bring that. And you will never see us in no Chinese restaurant. You'll never see us in no Mexican restaurant. Because they know how to keep their culture intact. We always want to sell our culture to somebody. Like we go outside the race and get these folks pregnant because we don't want them to be dark-skinned just like us, but not realizing that them children, they're going to be discriminated on the black side and on the Asian or white or Hispanic side. So we need to stop being inclusive. That's what I teach. I don't want to hear none of that.
The views expressed by MySouthernBrand do not express the views of Best Friend Weekend podcast.
However, you mixing that black
some things.
Oh yeah, he tap dancing.
He sound like Tupac right now. Talking about Twisted Joe.
Because guess what? Let me tell you, them folks back in the day, all they had was each other.
Yeah,
and we don't have that because now we wanna go chase whiteness, which is really mediocrity because they stole from us. Everybody want to chase us, but we don't want to chase ourselves.
That's there you go.
I mean, it's the Kwanzaa principles. It's Ujima. It's collective work, cooperative economics. It's something that we should do as a whole.
Yes. So that's what I'm preaching. Like that's why I started the Black promotion, where I go out into Black areas to screen them based on like some different qualifications to see, okay, are you eligible or qualified to work in this Black-owned, this Black-owned restaurant or food truck? So that's where I am with that. So instead of talking about it, I'm out here doing the work.
Being about it, yeah.
I'm out here doing the work, and so I just need help because we're all each other got, y'all. Like it don't make no sense. And we go out here and get these illegal immigrants to work in our kitchen, paying them pennies on the dollar, and our food is trash.
That's what I was about to say. I think it's a lot of times it's a money thing, man.
Our food is trash. Like these restaurants, like these niggas, they come in here drunk, high, late. They're on the phone with. First of all, you got niggas. It's different between niggas and black people.
Black people.
And you gotta learn how to
Big
treat your people right. If you don't treat your people right, they're gonna quit. So it's a lot that we gotta do. So I'm tired of excuses right now. Like I'm tired of listening to it. I done got hot. Might need to take everything off. Yeah, but I'm passionate about this stuff. Like
absolutely. Really, I think that you laying out.
Go ahead.
You laying out the doctrine. You laying out the belief system. You laying out the actual the I don't know, y'all goals, your stated goals of My Southern Brand, which I don't know if I've ever heard put in that way. Like what I see is food on the internet, pictures of some food, some fried stuff where I should go eat. But I think now we're getting a little bit of an idea of the bigger social impact that you're trying to make with the brand. And I think that it's awesome that you get to come on here and talk about it. Yeah. And this isn't the only time we're gonna have you on. This is Food Daddy's Part 1. They're gonna have Food Daddy. They're gonna have Food Daddy Part 2 going.
Because y'all gonna see this conversation. But I just know that a lot of our businesses, they're tired. Mm-hmm. They're so tired. And I went to the daiquiri shop the day they served food, and they got a Big Mama back there, and I was so happy to see that. And she just loved what she was doing back there in the kitchen, smiling, humming, just making people's orders, but our businesses are tired because we don't have everything together as a community. Once we get everything at least halfway right, then we're gonna be better off than where we are today.
I find it sad that sometimes the product is great. Like your product is good. Like I've been to restaurants where I hated going in there just because the food was good. You know what I'm saying? And who I saw back there cooking. Like me, if I go to the barbecue spot and I don't see us back there, I don't want that barbecue. Tell me what you want.
Go the fuck out. This is what you
do. I don't want that barbecue. I know, like I just know who got better barbecue than me. I'm not saying they can't, but I don't want that barbecue. I don't think it's gonna be good. Yeah. You know what I mean? But I think we have good products. We just don't either present them to our customers a way or treat people the right way where they want to keep coming back and spend their money with you. That's what people don't. I think a lot of black folk have a problem understanding is that if I'm coming to spend my money with you, I got a certain expectation, man. I don't care who you are, especially if you're black. I don't care. Like,
go ahead. So,
go ahead, man.
So pretty much what Aldo said in the beginning, well, a few minutes ago, is that our business owners, they want to make that money all in one day.
Yeah.
So a lot of our business owners are about the dollar. They put quantity. They put quantity over quality, and so we see that in our kitchen, in a lot of restaurants. So all they want to do is they just make $1 and they just still putting out crap. Stop doing that, because when if you need me, the damage has already been done, and you already know how we are. We ain't that place ain't good.
So I think more than anything, we got Jordan on here today, the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Jordan on here, food blogger, food influencer,
Black Power activist,
soon to be food consultant, because that's what I think your lane is gonna be, where you're gonna be consulting these black businesses to be getting them on par, because that seems like the message. If we keep it in the community, we need people like you to go talk to these businesses and get them doing the right things, get them hiring the right people and everything else, so that we can have that sustainable amount of black business in the community. But listen, we up against it. So what I want to let you do is let everybody know where they can find everything that you're doing right now before we get out of here, so that, everybody, if they're not already doing so, they can follow your movement and all of that good stuff.
Yeah. Okay, y'all. So if I came across like Malcolm X, I don't apologize. I don't apologize.
That's fine.
on connection. He deemed me the Malcolm X of black food. We need it. I don't have no problem. So you guys can find me at My Southern Brand on Instagram. I'm primarily on Instagram. Then I do some Facebook, so you can find me My Southern Brand there. Then Twitter, I really don't be on Twitter, but at My Southern Brand. And then I do have a website, MySouthernBrand.com. And like y'all wanna, if you know anybody who wants to work in the food industry in these black-owned restaurants, you can definitely contact me at the Black Promotion and be able to set something up to where I can screen you and have you in a database. And when a black restaurant needs somebody, they can hit me up, and there you go.
I got one more question Al. Just give me one more. What do you think about people selling plates out their kitchen?
Oh.
I don't have no problem with that.
Mm-hmm.
You got some plates in your kitchen, Aldo?
He's about to open the door, I think.
Hey, man, that is a legitimate business.
You see them bags? Best friend weekend ain't no bad. My bad.
That's a shirt.
So they was doing thank you bags. No, but as long as see, we don't have no cats in our kitchen. We may have a pit bull or two on this plan, but if you clean, only if you clean, that's fine. But I know that you do need you need to be in a commercial kitchen. You do need to be in a commercial
And I think you need to make sure your price reflects that you're working in the kitchen too at home.
Oh yeah, exactly. And then don't be charging catfish prices for no sway.
Dave, you ain't wrong when you're white, my brother. That's what I wanted to know.
Yeah. Hey man, look, be on the lookout for the next installment of this Food Daddy Part 2. It's gonna happen, and other events when the world open back up, when outside open back up. We're
gonna give it a couple weeks first, then we'll get out.
Then we're gonna have a collaborative effort of some sort.
He got his oil again.
Yeah, man.
Oh, y'all think y'all oil? Y'all need it? I got you.
All right, man. Until the next time, man. Y'all have a great weekend. Bow. Make it a best friend weekend.
Bow, bow, bow.
And we out.
Best friend weekend. We can party all night. It's the best of the best friend weekend. We can party all night. Shout out the whole podcast crew. Everybody already know what it do. When you really gotta kill it, ain't nobody gonna feel it. When you really gotta tell them it's my crew. It's best friend weekend. We can party all night. We got Ross moving, Los, Rumble, Aldo NICE.